Productive? Were you dumped? This is a great season to be dumped, actually, because you cannot be with somebody in this December. Not in Nairobi, you cannot. But either way, I hope you're well. I hope you are okay. And I missed you so much. At The Trend Live is our handle. The hashtag is Hey Amina. What's good, Osoro? Have you been? Kisi kukopoa? Niliona ulienda?
Amina mbiamono kabisa. Amina, of course nilienda Kisii. Hata nilikuwa huko leo.
Niliona.
Such a lovely place.
Yeah, I saw.
Nafaa nikupeleke huko Amina.
Usinipeleke.
No, I need to take you. You need to test our
I feel like utanidanganya alafu nikutane na wazazi wako alafu itakuwa awkward.
Why awkward?
Because utakuwa umewadanganya.
No, itakuwa ni hivyo sasa, hiyo story ishe tu hivyo.
Okay. So Soro ana echo. But Mojo, have you been?
I've been good, thank you.
I haven't seen you for many months. You're sitting in for DJE today. So have you been? Vitu zinaendeleaje kule utokako?
Utafuta pesa tu ndio maana nimepotea.
Ndio umerudi tena. Nywele imemea. Naona ni ndefu.
Nimeachilia, unaona hata hatuna kofia leo.
Leo kwa sababu ya Osoro, si ndio?
Yeah.
Alikubuli mpaka ukasema no.
Alisema sina nywele, wacha hiyo.
Yeah. So ukasema Anyway, but it's good to see you. So, Osoro, uko na meme challenge?
Yeah, of course, kwenye hashtag ya Amina, hashtag meme challenge.
Uko na kitu gani?
Let's keep interacting pale kwenye mtandao. Tell me what comes to your mind the first time unapatana na kitu kama hii. But naambiwa Diona tengeneza.
Hii ama hii?
Hii.
Okay,
of course, hii can always be the meme challenge because I mean kuna weupe ingine it's not allowed.
Yeah.
It's unnecessary. Ni show off. Yeah, but anyway, Amina, as I prepare that,
yes.
Yeah, I'll be back with that.
Watakupataje?
Kunipata ni kwenye hashtag Amina, hashtag meme challenge at The Trend Live, at Amina Abdirabar, at Mbuyamono. At Mbuyamono. Ni hivyo tu, just keep it simple. Ukipatana na hiyo meme challenge, tell me what comes to your mind the first time unapatana nayo. Keep it as interactive as possible. Don't be boring. Wacha kuwa misheveve pale kwenye mitandao. Tell me nini unapatana nayo, inakukumbusha nini? Amina, mbiamono. Amina, I'm excited and of course you know why.
Yes,
I'm super happy
why.
and you know why because
I know why.
Amina, wacha ngombe ziende Jamaica. Wacha ngombe za Kisii zifike Jamaica.
Mzee hapa kwa hii studio. Unataka kuingia kwa shida?
Amina, acha nikwambie.
Utaingia shida. Amina, nishakwambia.
Hakuna mkate ngumu mbele ya supu.
Anyway, thank you so much, Osoro. And the reason why he's excited is the same reason I am excited, because we have a global icon, a global superstar, one of the most talented vocalists I have ever had the pleasure of interacting with ever. I say that with my chest, I do. Okay, we are humbled and honored to host the one and only Etana.
Oh, thanks for having me.
I'm so excited that you came.
Well, why wouldn't I?
Because I thought your schedule would be so busy.
But this is the trend.
You're a star.
So are you? Look at you. Come on.
So welcome home is what I should say, right? Because
yes,
you've been here now a couple of times. I feel like you even have friends here. I imagine.
Well, if you've been in a country 4 times,
yeah.
And you don't have not even one friend, that's not a good thing.
That's not a good thing at all. No, it's not at all.
Especially Kenya.
Yes, especially
if you come to Kenya where there is so much love,
yeah,
and after 4 times you have no love or no friend,
yeah,
then don't come back.
Yeah, and the fact that all your shows are sold out is a whole other conversation.
Exactly.
Yes, it really is. So I was so proud to see you hold up the Kenyan flag when you were performing.
Oh, I love
Weakness in Me. I think it was the Netherlands.
Yeah, everywhere I go in the world, either in the United States, England, Netherlands, anywhere, there's always a Kenyan group of people and my show. And so they show up for me, so I represent for them. Like,
I love
you know,
that.
yeah.
And the timing was perfect as well. Because as you know, we've had a very tough year politically.
Oh, somebody already tagged me on Twitter and told me what to do, and I did what they told me to do.
Oh, yeah? Wait. What did they expect you to do?
To send a message across. So I put it on all platforms.
Because you're half Kenyan. By the way, she's half Kenyan at this point. She's half. When you decide to retire,
no, you go with the people. What the people say is what you go with.
Yes.
You know? And I mean, so I want to make sure that the people know that they have my full support, and they were supported too by so many across. But when it was just about to peak, someone say, I was tweeting, you know, regular, and somebody texts me, oh, don't tweet that, tweet this.
Say this. This will have more impact, please.
You say
and you
this
were like,
right
no
now.
problem. Yes, I will say exactly what you wanted.
No, I didn't do that. I
Yeah.
actually went and I researched what it was about first. And I felt like it was something that I should be a part of. That's
Yes.
it. Yeah.
You know, I was seeing an interview the other day that you did, and you said you read your comments online.
Oh, I do.
Now, for a lot of, you know, musicians, entertainers, performers, they don't really interact because there's, you know, there's negativity in there. But you said you do.
Yeah,
and you
because,
read
well,
it.
I don't respond to the negativity. Like, that's what the block button is for, you know? So when people talk trash, they get blocked quickly and with no... I don't think about it. You
Yeah.
just get blocked. That's it.
No remorse.
No.
And I wonder why anyone would ever hate on you. You're ridiculously talented. You sound great. And all
That's
you
why.
do is spread out positivity.
Exactly. That's why.
And you
because
said...
there, you know, like there's night and day.
Yeah.
There's the sun and the moon.
Yeah.
There's good and
And
what
there's
we
bad.
perceive to be bad. So I'm on the good side. I'm on the side of the light. Some people are on the side of the dark.
Yeah. I don't know if it's your mom or your grandma who said everyone's going to have an opinion.
Everyone has an opinion. She said 7 brothers, 7 different minds. So the only opinion you should care about
Is
is
your own.
yours.
And that's the one that should matter.
Right.
That's the most important one.
So that's why the block button is so easily
Yeah.
used. You know?
Just use it. Just
yeah.
block. You know what? You know, my phone. Anyway, let me just pick up my phone. I think it's broken.
It better
But
is not?
you know something that I usually do is when I go on your page and I see someone posted a negative comment, I also go and I block that person.
That's right.
Like on different pages. Do you do that too? You're like, this is
Yeah.
very inappropriate block. I don't even know them. They don't
Block,
follow
just
me.
boop.
Just in case in the
Can
future.
you imagine if there was a sound for the
Yeah.
block button?
Yeah.
Okay? Like, you know, even in a conversation, a
Yeah.
regular conversation, you would just make the sound so people know.
You've been blocked. You do not have access denied.
Yeah.
We're talking about sold out shows. Let's talk about the positive things because
Yeah.
sold out shows have been very many for me to count. I saw in Brazil,
Yeah.
Netherlands, the show I was talking about was also sold out.
Every time I go to the Netherlands, it's like that. Like, it never surprises me because the love is so huge.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, in the Netherlands, I think half of my audience, if not more, are Kenyans. Believe it or
Again.
not. Yeah, again. I mean,
wonderful.
and not to rule out everybody else from other other
countries,
parts,
yeah.
right? But yeah, I think the majority of the crowd is.
Your music is very healing, Etana.
Thank you.
It's healing. This is a funny story. So I joined media, I think about 15 years ago, and was it now? It was. And I remember when I joined radio with G Money. He was my teacher. When he came, he was my teacher. And the very first song that I ever announced was your song. And so I've always felt this connection, which is crazy because it was also an inspiration song.
Wow.
Right? I know. I'm not afraid.
Oh my gosh.
You know?
Yeah.
And I was so new and I was so afraid and I was so scared and it's so funny. And I know it sounds so weird. I don't know if do people ever meet you and they tell you like, oh, this song,
I hear,
you know, it
no,
got me through this moment or like it did this for me. Do you?
That's the purpose of the music.
Yeah.
And so I'm not surprised across the world
Yeah.
when I hear different stories of how life-changing one song was or how inspirational one song was. Because just like the music, right, is created in my own struggles, my own triumphs, my own everything, I think people can relate because we all kind of experience some of the same things or some of the things that make us feel some of the same ways, you know?
Yes.
And so my music is created out of my own experiences and maybe some experience of other people.
Yeah. So you just get so surprised that it resonates with so
many people, yeah.
But what are your thoughts when you get on stage and it's a sold out show? Like what's going through your mind? What are you feeling? Are you numb at that point? Are you just performing? Do you know, like, are you like, oh my God, this is what I used to dream about? Like, does it ever get old? Do you ever get used to it?
You know, I think after being in the training ground of a show called Sting in Jamaica, one of the roughest shows back then to perform on when I was just coming out, it's like a large crowd no longer like makes me feel away or surprises me, you know, because if you can survive the grounds of Jamaica in the streets
Yeah.
performing, you can be anywhere.
Were you performing in the streets?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Sound
were
system.
you?
Sound system. We'd walk up to where the sound system was set up, and these people didn't know me
Yeah.
at the time. I was just coming, and I would just go up, take the mic, and sing, "We don't want no trouble." And people would hear it like all the way up in the hills, all over, you know? And sometimes they will run. By the time they come down and the whole crowd come, I would do one more song, and then I would leave.
And this is when you were unknown.
Unknown.
Why were you leaving when the crowd forms? Or you don't...
Because I didn't have a lot of songs then.
Okay, all right.
So the point was just for them to get to know me. So I just did, you know, what I could,
Yeah.
and I left. Because if you stay too long and you have nothing,
Yeah. Oh! Now they know you have nothing.
right? So I
So
have
you
to
start
leave.
like doing other people's songs or something.
Right.
I saw you with Burning Spear. You took a picture. I
Yeah.
don't know if you hang out the whole day. I'm not sure. But, you know, you talked about him being in the game now for more than 3 decades.
Yeah.
And that's a long time. What notes did he give you? Any pieces of advice that you could share?
You know, Burning Spear never really spoke a lot. But what I do know is if you've been in reggae music for a long time, 15 years for me, then you know the struggles that come with reggae music. You know, all the kinks in the business, and, you know, and so to know that he is still here after so long, then he must have mastered it somehow,
Yeah.
you know. Jimmy Cliff told me, he said, the choice is yours. You can choose the love for the music and the love for the people, or you can choose the love for money. You pick.
You're the one to make
The
that
love for the
choice.
money comes with different, you know,
Yeah.
other prices
Of course.
that you must pay for that money, you know. But the love for the people,
Yeah.
he was explaining, is forever. The love for music is forever. It never ends. And the music will also outlive me, and that love carries on with the music. you see.
Yeah, because the money will come
Money
eventually
will come.
if you're patient enough.
Right.
But then we see all these stories coming out of Hollywood of what people had to do, the sacrifices
Hey,
they had to make.
not
Right?
me. Not me.
You know what I mean, though?
Not
and
me.
so people now started understanding why there were talented people who didn't make it that far because they didn't want.
They didn't want
They
to follow
didn't
through.
want. No, they didn't.
But
And
you
so they
see,
picked
the
other
thing
side.
is, like I've always known from the beginning, to never do anything that would make it hard for me to sleep at night. And it's one of the reasons why I left the girl group,
Yeah.
right? Because I felt like I saw where it was going.
Yeah.
And I didn't want that for my own self. So a lot of people would say, then why would you leave all this luxury, you know, all the, and for me, my luxury is inside
It's
of me.
different.
It's inside.
It's not material.
Right.
Yeah.
And so, like, yes, I love art and I indulge in all the luxurious stuff around me, but in my own terms and in my own time.
You have to sit with your conscience and be okay with it.
In my own terms.
You should be
not
able
anybody
to pray
else's.
and you're okay. I
Asleep,
completely understand.
feel completely whole.
Yeah.
And that no one has taken from me what I never willingly gave. You know?
That's sort of like the same mentality I use for social media. I'm like, if I post it and I'm okay if my mom ever saw it, then that means I can post it. Because if I can't, then I'm just...
Well, as it relates to posting stuff,
That's different.
I will say for me,
Yeah.
I speak my mind straight.
You do.
Like, and I do it fearlessly, you know. And if I say something, even if my mom would not approve, I would not take it back because I already said it, and that's it.
Yeah.
Now, I think that I've only taken back something one time, and I never to this day felt comfortable about taking back my word. I've just learned that it is what it is. I say what I say, and I say it, and I don't hold back for anyone. If I feel that I need to say it, I will.
Yeah, absolutely. And everything you've said. And I have so many. Oh, man. There was this post that you put up. Let me just tell you. I want to read it real quick. And I know you have somewhere
I have
you
a
need
lot.
to be.
Yeah.
Any one of us can do anything that we want to do, and we can choose any pathway we want. I have chosen the Most High, love, light, spiritually, and positive vibrations.
Yeah.
How can nobody love you? What are you talking about? Like, what are you saying?
Well,
That's
I
great.
did a song called "Look into the Mirror, Tell Me What You See," you know, and the verse was like, "Hey, yalla bear, no like how me clean and no like how me stay. Bad mind I kill you 'cause me pretty every day," you know. kind of like, I guess, reacting to those people who believe that because I am Etana, that I'm not supposed to present myself in a certain way. I'm not supposed to look or sing a certain way. And that was just my pushback. And it was like, oh, she's changing. Her whole spirit is changing. She's a different person now. And I'm like, listen, in life, if you're not changing, you're like a stone. And even stones change.
They do.
They get smaller or they get bigger.
Yeah.
You know? Buildings change. They have to repaint them or it gets broken down. You must evolve. And so whichever way I go, it does not mean that I leave my spirit and my spiritual self, my inner me behind. I never do that. I'm always the same person.
Yeah, and I pray to God you never do, because some of us truly... We do. Oh, you will change if you want, but like, we
No,
just don't want
I
you to
mean,
ever lose
but
your
to
authentic
lose
self.
that
Yeah, then
is to lose yourself.
It is,
altogether.
entirely.
But I don't want for people to feel like they have control over whether I do or not. Like I will always do me.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Okay. As you should. As you should.
Yeah.
Now, I would be remiss. Two more questions. I know you, like I said, you have somewhere to be. I Rise was my introduction to you. Beautiful, spectacular
Thank
album.
you.
And The Strong One was a fantastic follow-up, right? And now Nectar
I
of the
Rise.
Gods.
I Rise. Ooh. The album that followed I Rise was
Was not The Strong One?
No, it was Pamoja. Strong One was the first one.
Yeah.
Pamoja, I mean, Reggae Forever, even I'm getting confused. There's 9 albums, right?
Yeah.
So Reggae Forever was the first independent album that came after the I Rise album. Right.
Okay.
Right. That one was the first nominated one.
Yeah.
And, you know, I went on to other things after that. So the Strong One, though, the reason why I think you remember the Strong One is because it includes songs like I'm Not Afraid.
All right.
Which you introduced, you know, which you came out with.
Yes. Yes.
And Blessing.
Yeah.
I'm Not Afraid, Blessing. What else? There's one more that you guys, everybody know.
Yeah.
Maybe even more. But I'm Not Afraid and Blessing, When a Man Love a Woman, you know, is on that album. So it's a very, very popular album even to today.
Yeah. And now Nectar of the Gods.
And now Nectar of the Gods.
Tell me about it real quick.
I know it's hard
to go. And I'm like, I know.
To go fast, right?
Yeah.
Because there's so much to cover.
Too
and,
much.
And I get it, yeah.
Too much.
So Nectar of the Gods, the title was created to remind people of how powerful and how sweet music is at the same time. So no matter what your background is, no matter what your beliefs are, you know God, right? You have your own,
Yes.
whoever you praise.
Yes.
But one thing you know for sure is that you know music. So music must be the honey, the nectar of the God in you and me. Right. And that album includes 14 songs with songs like I'm grateful for the sun that shines, and why you come set up yourself, why? You know, with Shatawale. And Jaja never fail yet. Spiritual songs, love songs, dancehall,
party
Afrobeat.
songs. Yeah.
It is loaded
yeah.
with you know, potent stuff.
Yeah, it's a beautiful album, truly.
Thank you.
It really is.
I get
and
excited
you're here
when
now
I
to
talk
perform.
about it.
Now
Yes.
Oh, you do? That's good, because you love your work.
Yeah.
You now will be performing some of the songs. I'm not sure how, because you have a lot of songs, so I'm not sure if you can perform the whole album, but there will be songs from the album that you will be performing. You have 5 venues across the country in Kenya that you'll be performing at.
Starting in Nairobi. That's the first one, December 7th, in ASK, the Dome.
Yes.
And Nairobi is the only place that I've ever been.
Yeah.
Every time I come to Kenya. So this time we decided to spread out and go to Mombasa. And I can't remember all of them, but I do remember going to Mombasa because that's
We're going to put up the poster.
one.
If we have the poster, can we please put it up where she's going to be performing, just so that I read it out? Because I know she does not know.
I don't know everyone.
But it's great. So there are different
But
venues.
I've been shown it like several times. Today I just can't remember because we've been moving.
Yeah.
But I do know that we're going to Mombasa next.
Yes.
And we kick off the tour in Nairobi, as usual, in ASK, the Dome, on the 7th.
I'm trying to find the poster. First of all, this is so dope, right? So the Pomoja tour, Waire is going to be on there, which is pretty cool. Double Trouble. There's
DJ
just
Double Trouble.
this Eldoret.
Eldoret.
There's Eldoret. There is, like she said, Mombasa, Nairobi. Those are 3. And where else? Oh, there we go. So December 6th. December 6th.
December 7th.
7th.
Yeah.
Okay, so Nairobi. And then there's Mombasa, there's Meru, and Eldoret. Now, you people usually complain online and you say, oh, why does she only perform in Nairobi? Now she's coming everywhere.
Yes.
Okay, so just book your tickets. The closest to people in Meru, go. If you are closer to
Eldoret.
go. Yes, try and get your ticket.
Yeah.
But it's going to be an amazing performance. Every one of them will have an amazing time. So thank you so much, man. Thank you so much for coming. I have to let you go now.
Thanks for having me.
But not before.
It was fun.
Not before, I know, but not before. I want you to do a Christmas message for us, if you can.
Oh.
Christmas is coming up. It's the holidays now. And I would love for you, if you can. Can you?
I would say just, celebrate life, family, togetherness. Check on those you haven't spoken to in a long time.
Yeah.
Use the time to call them. Use the time to call them. Ask them how they're doing. Share some love. Go look for, your distant relative. Show more love. Create some memories.
Yes.
Connect with the younger ones because you will help to, curve their view of culture, life, and family to show them lots of love and enjoy life. Live the time like you are not sure of tomorrow.
Yes.
Enjoy every moment, every bit of it.
Yeah. This is the only chance I have someone to ask you right on air. Usually we don't do this.
Wow.
But I would love for you to do a drop for us. So keep on watching NTV. Merry Christmas. This is Etana. How you phrase it? If you could sing, that would, I don't have enough money to pay you. Just a quick just whatever.
Keep watching NTV.
Keep on watching NTV. Merry Christmas from Etana. That's it. Because I know this is the only chance I have. Once she gets off this seat, we take a commercial break. She's gotta go. Please.
I don't want a lot for Christmas. There's just one thing that I need. I'm Etana. Keep watching NTV and enjoy your Christmas with your family in love, unity, and lots of strength. Enjoy your time. Mwah. Full giant.
Damn. Thank you so much, Etana. We're about to take a break. Let's take a break. There's more to come, but wow! Thank you, Etana.
You're welcome. Thank you.